Hi everyone, Ron back here. Just in the process of getting ready to start doing the baling with all my lovely gear that I've gotten from Trident, my tractor and also my slasher, my baler and my rake and that for doing this. Now, I've gone through and greased and I've been over the past few days doing bits and pieces to get it all ready for me to start doing the mowing today. Now, the last thing I've got to do today specifically for this implement is go through and check the blades. Now, on your blades for this disc mower, it's actually got a nice big chunk out of it, okay? That won't hinder it too much, but in saying that, if you're starting off with a new season, you're best off to go and change. You will see that these have two sides to it. The way in which your disc mower works, one spins one way and one spins back the other to put it through and into the middle there, okay? So it puts the grass into the middle as it goes along. This can be used on the other side. It's not completely buggered, it's not bent. Now the bend in it there that you see is exactly the same as a brand spanking new one. There's no real deformities in it. Doesn't mean that you don't put it on the other side and you hit another rock and it breaks altogether. That happens, that's life. But it's not deformed or anything in any great fashion. So I'm going to just put some new blades on, but I will keep this because it will go on the other side, because one spins one way and one spins the other. So this one on this side spins this direction and that one on that side spins the other way. So when it goes through, it'll be cutting on that side. So that blade isn't wasted. You can sharpen these up a little bit, but I recommend once you get to a certain point, you discard them, okay? Again, that's not too terrible, but because I'm starting off new, fresh, I don't want to have to muck around, but I will keep it for the other side to use again as well. You get two bites at the one blade unless it's really damaged or it's cracked. If it's cracked, throw it away. But as you can see, brand new blade, no variation in the way of it going through. When you buy one of these disc mowers, you get the tool and all the instructions on what to grease, what oils, what belts and all that as well, and how often you've got to grease them. Now, with this particular tool, whoop, it goes in just here, like this. Basically, all you're doing with it, it's down on the ground, changed. That's all there is to it. Now, as you're moving it around, there's another one here. Again, they're not hard to change. Putting it in like so. So it's in its hole up here, or its locating hole. Lift it a bit. It literally just sits on top of a locating pin that it spins on like that. And when you lift up the plate on top here, you get enough room to lift it off and just pull it out. Okay, so you just lift it off and pull it out. There's two. Last one on this side. All done. Now I'll just move to the next one. I'm just in the process of getting ready to come through and do the first cut and harvest of the hay / grass that's on the block here. I'm just going through because we had a bit of rain last night, about 2.5 mil. There's a little bit of moisture still a bit further down, but because I'm going to be tedding this a few times, probably a few more times than what I generally like, and not just for the moisture, but for actually the seed heads where I'm trying to get them to drop their seeds across the paddock. It's because I'm going to be tedding it one way, then back, and then back the other. So what it does with the seeds that we've got on the property is just move them, and instead of being in one spot, it literally just puts them all over this place. Now, it's not going to take all of them off. It'll take a good majority off. But with tedding it and all that, and hopefully I get at least a good 3 or 4 days on the ground and be able to ted it backwards and forwards quite quickly, it'll bash some of these heads, and because they've then been cut off, it'll help the process of drying and putting the seed, which is what I really want more than anything else, back on the ground to increase the germination rate, to fill in and get more dense grass growth as well. It's all nice and lovely at the second, and we've got lots of seed drop all over the show. I mean, it's all, as you can see, just as ready as ready. So without further ado, let's get cutting. well. Is this good? Is this good for you to scratch yourself? Hey, is this good? As you can see, the mowing is under process, underway I should say. The mowing's underway. Jazzy's here doing a bit of photo bombing. She is loving being able to roll around. She's getting a nice good scratch, as you can see. Hey Jazzy, hey? You're a good girl, aren't you? Yes, you're a good girl. It's taken quite a bit. It took me a little bit to reset the mower and get it right for where I needed, adjusting the top linkage and getting it to where I needed to get, and making sure that I was also setting the main pivot point at the right spot without putting too much pressure and lifting the mower up, or lifting it up or pushing it too far down, I should say, and making the discs under the bottom here miss the grass. But once I've got it right with the first round or two, it started to work quite well. The other thing is when you're going through, the seed hits the top and it's also coming off. Now some of this seed, oh watch out Jazzy, some of this seed is null and void, not useful at all. It's just hulls, but the rest of it is quite good and very viable seed there because it's sitting on there a bit of weight. Prior to me actually just tossing it on an area that I've got here, which is just blowing off, which has got not much seed or grass coverage, I should say, on it. Prior to that, you can actually see the seed that it keeps blowing off and dispersing off of the actual tops of the grass. Now, when I go through and rake, it will literally push these and more seed will drop off of these, and as it dries a little bit over the next couple of days, and I've raked it and tedded it a few times, moved it one way and the other. I thought I'd get this done a lot quicker than what I did, but I had to slow down dramatically in spots because it was just so thick. Now the average height of most of this stuff, the smaller stuff through here, 30 to 40 centimetres, but some of it was up to 1 metre in height, which was about this tall. And it was quite thick indeed. I mean, certain sections here and once this all goes in and gets baled, it'll drop more seed yet as the next few days go along, because it'll realise it's been cut down. But some of the taller grasses were quite thick tussocks. It did cut some of them, and again this is the first round or two went around to adjust my actual disc mower. So one of the other things with these clumps, it will take some of the clumps off, but once the grass realizes what's happening to it, it will actually adjust itself to it. Some types and varieties don't, but the ones that I've got here will. The amount of seed that I've got here now is just absolutely immense, especially with areas that I have yet to fix up, because I have a few blank spots, and also down the driveway where the water goes to run, I've hit that with the rotary hoe and the rippers and ripped it all up. I will literally just get the seed and just and because it's only a small area just here, and I'll put some other varieties of seed here as well. I've got my lovely landscape rake here. Hello, princess. That I was literally using on the mulching the other day and haven't got to put back. Now most of this seed only needs to be under the ground 5 mil, 10 mil at the most. Now obviously you wouldn't do this on a block scale, but because this is just a very small area, and I've got a number of these here and there and everywhere that need a little bit of extra TLC, or I've had the machines go across them and whatnot, and it's dug up or damaged the areas. And that's about the sum of what you would do with some of this seed. Oh, bit of grass. And that would be the end of it. Other than that, you'd use a landscape rake behind the tractor just to feather it all up. So it was just enough to just bury some of the seed in. But anyway, there's lots more mowing to go. Bye for now.